If you feel stuck in your career and like you're constantly being overlooked for promotion or advancement, I'm going to share the top 5 reasons this might be happening from the perspective of a leader. I've been in leadership for over 18 years and have gone from leading just 2 people to leading leaders of large teams. And I've seen many people grow tired and frustrated with their lack of progress in their leadership career. And more times than I can count, it's usually one or more of these 5 reasons that are keeping them held back. So number 1 is a lack of demonstrated leadership potential. You will probably be aware that when it comes to promotion or advancement, it's kind of not enough to just be good or average at your job. As a leader, I'm often looking for people who demonstrate key leadership qualities, even though they're not necessarily in a leadership role. This often means that they're going above or outside of their directly assigned tasks. Now, before you start whacking me with all the comments about how you're not paid to do my job, I agree, you are not paid to do your leader's job. But if you want to get promoted, it's about showing that you have the potential to do a job that is significantly more advanced. So what does that mean? Well, in your current role, can you show initiative by not just highlighting a problem, but perhaps even throwing in a few ideas around a solution at the same time? When you see somebody struggling with something at work, do you walk past them thinking, oof, that looks hard? Or do you actually offer them a little bit of help or guidance because you actually know what the problem is? Do you volunteer to take on new projects when your leader is looking for people? Or do you just wait for those projects to be dished out and then think, great, another project? So it's not about necessarily working outside of your current role. It's just showing that you care enough about your job, your colleagues, and the work to offer support to others and to stick your hand up every now and then. These are leadership traits, and I know I definitely pick up on these. And I would say that if you're being overlooked for a leadership role or a promotion, it could be that you're actually not highlighting that you have leadership potential. Do you ever volunteer first to help out on a project before it's assigned? Do you provide your leader with a whole list of problems? Or do you actually provide a little bit of input on what some solutions could be? Do you see your colleague struggling with a task and just ignore them? Or do you offer to give them a hand? These actions don't take a lot of effort, and they don't require you to necessarily do things that aren't your current role. They are just a potential opportunity to show your leader that you have potential. Reason number 2, you could be being overlooked for promotion. Could be a lack of communication skills and the emotional intelligence to know this. Unfortunately, being an effective communicator is a key foundation of leadership. It can even get you across the line, even if you are missing a few technical skills. Consider how you are at communicating. Can you articulate your ideas both verbally and in writing? Do you actively listen to others and understand their perspective? Can you provide feedback to others and also receive feedback gracefully? If you notice that you struggle to communicate with others or articulate your opinion appropriately, you might want to consider if you need to build your communication skills. I have done a few videos on how to build your communication in a leadership role, and I've linked one of the most important ones around emotional intelligence on your screen if you want to put that in your queue for later. Reason number 3 that you might be overlooked for promotion could be if you are resistant to change or have a lack of adaptability. If you are the first to challenge any changes in your workspace and put forth your opinions strongly when any changes come up, this can be a real turn-off for a leader who's considering promotions. Often a promotion will mean that you're put into a leadership role or a more senior role where others will see you as more senior and therefore by default as a potential leader. This means that you're being looked at as someone who could be a potential role model for others. So you may be being assessed on your ability to adapt and respond to change appropriately, as others may need to take a steer from you in the future if you are promoted. Change is inevitable, and if you consistently push back or resist, This could be impacting your opportunity for promotion. Change can definitely be uncomfortable, but if you can flip the script around your own personal feelings around change and see it as an opportunity, this can help you with your career advancement, particularly if you're doing things like being the first person to learn about a system so you can show others how it works, rather than being the last person to adapt because you're so resistant to even learning about a new system and you're hanging on to the way that things have always been done. Reason number 4 that you could be missing out on promotion is that you have a lack of awareness or understanding of the bigger picture. Do you know what the overall organisation strategy is and how your work contributes to it? Are you connected to what's happening around the organisation? Or do you just come in and do your job and ignore all those updates that the company sends out? This will often come up when others are discussing topical items about the organisation and you have no contributions to it, or if you're asked, you say, I don't know. This can be really important, particularly if the promotion is around leadership, as being able to articulate how you fit into the organisation and what you contribute in your role is really important, as it highlights that you do have an idea of the overall big picture and could articulate this to others. It also shows that you actually care about your work and the place that you work in. Reason number 5 that you could be missing out on that promotion could just be that you are showing inconsistent performance and accountability. While you might have moments of brilliance and energy, consistent high performance is essential. And I would say one of the foundations of showing that you're ready for promotion. If you can't do your current job to a consistently high standard, why would you be seen as someone who would be promoted? Do you consistently deliver high quality work on time? Do you take responsibility for your actions and your results? Do you follow through on your commitments? If you make a mistake, own it, learn from it, take steps to fix it, and prevent it from happening again, because we all make mistakes. And it is how we respond to them that will show your true, authentic self and your potential for the promotion. So if you want some help on how to learn from your mistakes and why it's important that you actually need to be accountable, make sure you watch the video linked on your screen. And thanks very much for watching.